Do you want to win the day? Do you want to ace the day? Well, use my acing technique. ACE, which is A, C, 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 E, stands for awareness, coming to your senses, change, closing the gates, and embody. So the first part, awareness. Hand on your heart, hand on your belly, centering. Breathe in deeper. Exhale slower. And allowing for that stillness to be within you. Breathe in light. Breathe out tension. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. Now just coming to a state of mindfulness. Come to your senses. What do you see? Is it a scene from the day, this week? Is it a color? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you feel? Where is it in your body? Take it all in. It's the symphony of now. And most importantly, what do you taste? Even if it's water, it's got a taste to it. Perhaps it's the coffee that you had that's still lingering on your tongue. Come into your senses. It's all the symphony of now. Now, the change part. So change is where you use a spiritual tool to shift the energy. The first spiritual change tool is the easiest. It's simply the power of prayer. And this is a Shen technique taught to me by Grandmaster David Harris. And it only has 4 parts. And you ask a question. So it's can you, will you, please, and thank you. So if I was to need something or something removed, I do this one a lot. It has to do with parking. Can you please clear the road so I can get to my location safely and on time with VIP parking? And then you say yes, yes. Then you say, will you please clear the road so I can get to my location safely and on time with front row parking? Yes. Please clear the road so I can get to my location safely and on time with front row parking? Yes. And then you close it up with thank you. You can also do this to remove pain. So it's nice if you can locate it. So let's say I have some cramping in my stomach. Can you please remove the cramping in my stomach now? Yes. Will you please remove the cramping in my stomach now? Yes. Please remove the cramping in my stomach now. Yes. Thank you. And then breathe. Within 5 minutes, you will have an answer. So you can also do this as a prayer for someone else. Can you please send an angel to Beth in her time of need now? Yes. Will you please send an angel to Beth in her time of need now for clarity and peace? Yes. Please send an angel to Beth now for clarity and peace. Yes. Thank you. Closing it up with thank you. So this is how you can send a prayer, remove pain, install energies, do a prayer for someone else. I also really love this tool as a spiritual hygiene. And so I do this almost daily, and sometimes a couple times. And it's to remove resistance, spiritual damage, emotional damage, energetic damage, physical damage, and the wuji. And the wuji is the other. We just don't have a word for it. And so I do a lot of my clearings with this, or my services, just to remove things on the energetic field. It's easier on me as well. And so what I'll do, like in the morning, sometimes I just lay there. Can you please remove the resistance in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the resistance in my body? Yes. Please remove the resistance in my body. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please remove the spiritual damages in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the spiritual damages in my body? Yes. Please remove the spiritual damages in my body. Yes. Thank you. And then we go to the emotional damages. Can you please remove the emotional damages in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the emotional damages in my body? Yes. Please remove the emotional damages in my body. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please remove the physical damages in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the physical damages in my body? Yes. Please remove the physical damages in my body. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please remove the energetic damages in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the energetic damages in my body? Yes. Please remove the energetic damages in my body. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please remove the other damages in my body? Yes. Will you please remove the other damages in my body? Yes. Please remove the other damages in my body. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So it's best if you can say it out loud, but if you can't, you can say it in your head as well. This is so powerful and it's so easy. The answer simply is asking. We just forget to ask. Is my secret swords. It's not a secret anymore because I'm going to reveal it to you. And there's 2 ways to do it. I learned this from Grandmaster David Harris, and it's a Shen technique. So these are your swords, and you line it up. And you want to be in the vibration of the person you want to be, that feeling. So for me, it's luminous grace. So I feel that with my body, and whatever it is that I want to shift, like let's say it's an emotion that's like really running me down. And most of the time, it's a little bit of an overwhelm. So then I'll state whatever the situation is. So I'm feeling very scattered right now. But this can change. And that's the operative word. This can change. I'd like to be in a calm and clear state. Then I rotate the swords. And then I turn circles with my fingers, 3 to 9 times going slow. This changes the Shen. And then pulling down and then squeezing and releasing it into the ethers. You can also do this for like getting parking. Please set it up so that I have parking when I arrive at blah, 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 blah. Please clear the way, clear the obstacles so I can get there safely and on time. Switch. And let's say that you're having a hard time with maybe a flight attendant or a service staff. I don't like the way that this is going. Please reroute the grids so it can go more smoothly for the highest good. Switch. 3 to 9 times, going slow. I always have to slow down a little bit. Pulling down, squeeze, releasing it into the ethers. You can also do this to send prayers to people. So let's say Kate is going to be having her operation, and she has a lot of fears. Please have peace for her and line things up for a smooth operation for the highest good. Switch and release. So there's also another one, it's the mini swords. And this is like when you can't move things around with your 2 fingers, or like you feel weird. These are the mini swords. So 2 fingers, and you wrap it around like this, and you do the same thing. So let's say Bella, who's my daughter, is a little hyperactive right now. Please calm her down. Then you switch it around and you twist 3 to 9 times and poof. Have fun with it. Spirituality is supposed to be fun, and we're supposed to do it with play. There's another technique that I really love. It's the Huna technique. This is Hawaiian ritual. And then afterwards, you can actually combine this Huna with the secret swords. I want you to make the tools work for you. There's not always a right or wrong way to do it. There's foundations that you want to set. So the Huna technique is where you put your hand in a circle. This one's important because you've got to cite the emotion and the location in your body. Okay, so hand in a circle, because then things come together. And let's say that I have a lot of tension in my shoulders. So you want to give it a number, maybe where the tension's at right now, because I want you to document and see that how it works. So I'm about a 8 in the intensity, the burden, the stress on my shoulder. So I have a lot of heaviness and strain on my upper shoulder. You want to locate the pain and the feeling. And then the word is, but this can change. The reason that this can change is because it programs, alerts your RAS, which is your reticular activating system, your subconscious, to find a solution. It finds a peace with it. And so it's like, oh, this can change. And so it starts looking for your solution. Okay. And then you request what it is that you want to happen. Please lessen this burden on my shoulders that I feel now, or as quickly as possible. And so it is. Okay, and so then you're going to tap 7 times. Here on your laukum, go slow. Here in your heart. And you could do it in different orders too. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Maybe you want to start with your heart first. And then your ancient hammer, which is the back of your neck and your shoulders right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to come back into a circle again. And you're going to do the pico pico breath, which is where the breath comes from the top of your head, goes through your entire body, and shoots out of the bottom of your feet. It has to have a point of entry and a point of exit because we're moving that energy. So breathe in deeper, exhale slower, and allow for that stillness to be within you. And smile, because it stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. You can also convert it where you put a heart. And I like to put it right here on my heart. And I breathe in the heart breath as it goes through me and shoots out the bottom of my feet. Relax. Check in with your body, coming to your senses. That number that you gave it in the very beginning, what is it now? Mine was an 8, and now it's about a 6. Yeah, you're like, that's not that much. Well, we just did that in 2 minutes. Placebo or nocebo, it works. So don't question it. Do it again in a little bit. Energy takes a little while to shift and to move. If it did it all at once, you wouldn't know how to handle it. Okay, so we just did the secret swords and we did the Huna technique. You can combine both of them if you want to. So here, remember in the very beginning, I told you, you get into the state that you want and then you request. So I'm feeling a lot of tension in my jaws, but this can change. I'd like for that to loosen up so that I can have more clarity again. Shift, turn, squeeze, release into the ethers. Surrender the outcome and how it's going to come to you. The universe is more creative than you realize. Another tool that I love to use for the change part of ACE is tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique. We're going to go through points in your body, and in the very beginning it's like cleaning house, and you have the setup statement, and the setup statement is here on your, I don't even know what this thing's called, anyways, right here. So you're going to tap it, slow down. I have to remind myself to slow down too. So even though I feel extremely guilty that I messed up again, I totally love and accept myself. the more specific you can be with it, the more your body is actually going to be able to let it go. You want to recognize it and be aware so that you can release it. And the thing is to love and accept yourself. So even though I said this thing that I feel is so awful, I totally love and accept myself. Even though I have judgment around this person, I totally love and accept myself. And even though I can't sleep right now because of the overwhelm that I feel, I totally love and accept myself. So I think you get that, right? And then you're gonna go through the points and you're going to state everything. You're gonna tap right here on your eyes. And sometimes you might not even need to say anything at all and just need to breathe. Okay. I feel so stupid. Why did I say that? You can't clean a house unless you see the dirt. Okay. And so you're just, and this is not to like install the energy, it's just bringing it up so it can clear. We're just moving it. And these are points in the Chinese meridians that move it very subtly. Then here, and you can stay as long as you want. Here, your collarbone. Underneath the arm, you can just do one or the other or both. And don't worry, you're not gonna be off balance if you don't do both. And then the top of your head. I like to do this, but sometimes I don't have two hands to do it. You just do this. Then here. When I'm driving, sometimes I'll just tap. After I've come into awareness and coming to my senses. So yeah, I'll just tap when I'm driving the car because I feel like I'm in a rush. And even though I feel like I'm in a rush and I didn't plan enough again, I totally love and accept myself. I'll do the setup statement and I'll use this on the steering wheel. Make it work for you. Everything is in transition, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you can be calm in the chaos, taking it all in because it's the symphony of now, you'll be able to shift the energy. And when you shift, things change. So everything has a cycle, a beginning, middle, and an end. We want to close this loop so it's not constantly running in a loop for us, okay? And so I like to do that by just having like reset buttons, just like a computer tab, you know, just turning things off, because when you turn it off, you create space for something new to start again, okay? So I like just to press my button right here and right here, where I'll breathe in and I'll say reset, reconnect, renew, and receive. It's so important to receive. The other side, reset, reconnect, renew, receive. You can also do it with your fingers right here because the ends are also extension of your heart. There's a lot of power in that, and also magnetizing energy. Reset, reconnect, renew, receive. I'll even do this walking. How easy is that? Reset, reconnect, renew, receive. When I drop off my little girl at school, I know I need to end that so that I can start my day. Reset, reconnect, renew, receive. So the last part of the ACE technique is embody. You want to embody the one frequency that you want to shine in the world. It could be love, peace, joy, bliss. For me, it's grace, and I like luminous grace. And so you can use anything that you want to like just ground that and getting into that, remembering your magic and remembering you are magic. So I like to do it where I just center again in my heart by putting my hand on my heart and my belly or in a heart shape. And I breathe that in, remembering my magic, remembering I am magic, and I reclaim myself. So I am Thuy Dam, born on April 3rd, 1978. And you want to claim the birth date because only you were born at that time with your energy. And then whatever you say you are is what you are. So I am luminous grace. I reclaim myself probably like every 20 minutes. So I am Thuy Dam, born on April 3rd, 1978. And I am luminous grace. That only takes 10 seconds. reclaim yourself. Take back the fragments that you gave away. Developed this technique, the Accce Technique, because I was going through my healing, and I combined all the components with it. And I love acronyms because I'm kind of a nerd like that. And so this was a way for me to ace life. You don't win all games, but you win many of the battles, which then eventually helps you win the war. And I hope that this helps restore your peace, because my mission is to bring peace to your head, heart, and home. And when one person heals, we heal for the collective. Use these tools. They don't cost you anything, and it moves things energetically, and it's like a spiritual hygiene. It is requesting, it is believing, walking in faith, doing life with intention. And with everything, intention creates a flow state so that you can flow in your element. So may you be free. May you find peace, and may you have grace and courage.